Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Aisha. I'm a 6-foot tall woman and I live in Manhattan. For those of you that are new to my channel, I make videos about my life in New York City, and the reason why I toss in that I'm 6 feet is because when you're my height, the way other people respond to your height plays a huge role in your social interactions. And I have had some very unique social interactions in the 12 years that I've been living here in New York. I know everybody in New York has some very unique experiences, but it's a little bit different when you're a woman and you can't blend in with the crowd. I love being tall though. My dad is 6'9", my mother's 5'6", and I have 6 or 7 siblings that are taller than I am. So for me, being tall was never weird. I love being tall, but it does, cause some unique scenarios to happen. So as of Saturday night, I had 1,700 followers, and as of right now, I have 3,700. And so what happened? Was I was heading uptown and I saw some guy get off the bus, and as soon as he stepped off of the bus, and this is just a recap for people that are new to my channel, as soon as the guy stepped off of the bus, he did not, like at that particular bus stop, people usually get off and then keep going to wherever they're heading. He stepped off the bus and just waited at the bus stop. So because he did that, I knew right away that he was going to be a problem. At some bus stops, at some, train stops on the subway, you do have to get off and wait at that same stop to transfer somewhere else. But this just isn't that kind of bus stop. People get off of the bus and go on about their business. He got off the bus and waited at that bus stop. So I knew he was going to be a problem, mixed with the fact that he positioned himself directly next to me. There was like a few feet of space in between us. He wasn't super close to me. He did keep his distance, but he positioned himself directly next to me, mixed with the fact that he was intensely staring at me. And as you saw in that first video, his eyes were just like bugged out of his face. So I knew within like less than 10 seconds, the second I saw him, I knew he was going to be a problem. It took me like 5 or 6 seconds to know right away there was going to be an issue. So I had my headphones in. I wasn't listening to anything. That's just the way I carry my headphones. I had them in. I saw him intensely staring at me out the corner of his eye. He wasn't even blinking. Like I said, eyes were just bugged out of his face. He was saying something to me and he was whispering, so I couldn't really hear what he was saying. And he was saying, "Give me some pussy, give me some pussy, give me some pussy." That's what he was saying. I did try to record it. The only thing is that, this is Manhattan and it's super noisy, and he was whispering, so I wasn't really able to record what he was saying on video. But if you watch the video, if you watch this little clip, because I forgot that I did try to record him saying that. This all happened, these creeps and these weirdos, they do things quickly and quietly, so sometimes it's difficult to like get things on video. This all happened very quickly and very quietly, and it's just not always easy to get things on video. I did record him saying it, but again, he was whispering and it was so noisy that you can barely hear it. I enhanced the volume as best as I could, but I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. So here's the clip. There are a countless number of videos all over Facebook, all over TikTok, all over YouTube of these New York City homeless people. They have mental health issues, they abuse substances. They just stalk and harass women. They just violently attack people unprovoked. If you come to New York City, don't feel sorry for them. Don't try to help them. There's plenty of resources available to support them, but they have to be productive members of society in order to take advantage of those resources. And honestly, they don't really want to be. Don't feel sorry for them. Don't talk to them. Just ignore them and keep walking, or out crazy them. This is a safety issue. They do like randomly attacking people unprovoked. Don't feel sorry for the New York City homeless. Do not feel sorry for them. But anyways, that guy, he walked away when I ignored him. But as you saw in the video, he turned back around and came and hopped on the bus. He got on the bus right after me. My initial instinct is I usually sit in the middle of the bus, but just because he was following me and I saw him heading to the middle or the back of the bus, I decided to stay in the front of the bus. As an adult, even though I'm in my 30s, my mother's words of wisdom still echo through my mind all the time. And my mom always taught me as a kid, if there's something happening on the bus or in any type of public transportation, to stay close to the driver. The same thing can apply in any scenario. Stay close to the authority figure. So I decided to stay at the front of the bus and sit right behind the driver. I told the driver, "This guy's following me. He keeps telling me to give him some pussy." That's what I told the driver. And she said, "What stop you getting off at?" I told her which stop, which for that bus it was the last one. And then She said, okay, if he gets off at your stop, don't get off the bus. And if I see the police, then I'll call them. Or she said something like that. I'll call the police if I see them. Right? So I'm sitting on the bus, sitting right behind the driver. There are two women on the bus. There's a guy on the bus and then the guy who's following me. The two women get off the bus. And as soon as the women get off the bus, the guy moves towards the front of the bus, as in he was moving closer to where I was sitting. I have every right to think that he's going to try something on me because he was telling me to give him some pussy, and then he comes and gets on the bus right after me, after he initially walked away, and then he moves closer to me. So I have every right to think he was going to try something. He was probably, and I actually wasn't afraid, but just because I'm not afraid doesn't mean I can't see the threat. Like, I'm not blind and I'm not deaf. I actually wasn't afraid. I know how to stay calm in, crazy scenarios, and I've been in enough scenarios throughout my lifetime to the point where I don't scare easily, but at the same time, I still know when there's an issue. And I do keep things in my purse, but at the same time, I've had bad experiences with deranged people my whole life. I'm one of those people that narcissists are drawn to like magnets. So I've had bad experiences with deranged people my entire life. And so I learned at a really early age how to use my brain to keep myself safe. So I saw him move closer to me. As soon as those two women got off the bus driver must have saw him too, so she kicked him off the bus. And as you saw in the video, he pretended to be innocent. He pretended to not know what she was talking about. That's what creeps do. That's what weirdos do. Like the person at your job who's bullying you, that's what they do. They pretend to not know what you're talking about when they're in the wrong. So he gets off the bus, and then the guy that was on the bus, he said to me, was that guy following you? And I said, yeah, he was. And then the guy said, yeah, I thought so because I saw him get on right after you. That's what the guy said. And the guy even pointed out he was pretending to not know why she told him to get off. Did you hear him? And I said, yeah, I heard him. And then when the guy got off, he told me to stay safe. And then I thanked the driver when I got off. So there's a lot of creeps and weirdos in New York City. There's so many of them. They do have mental health issues, but they're not that mentally ill and they're not that crazy. They know exactly what they're doing. They like targeting women or just anyone who they feel won't defend themselves and won't say or do anything back to them. There's a whole lot of them that live here. And they stalk and harass women all the time. I absolutely hate them. They're disgusting individuals. Don't feel sorry for them. For people saying, oh, she's making it up. I mean, I couldn't get everything on video. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. And how can you say that I'm making it up when there's videos on every social media platform of New York City homeless people just randomly attacking people and randomly harassing people? There's videos like this all over social media. So that's pretty much what happened. So, I mean, a lot of my videos now are starting to get a lot more traction. And, you have to stay safe. You have to be aware of your surroundings. Don't daydream. Don't be in your phone. Don't have your music up too high. Be aware of your surroundings. Also stay calm in certain kinds of scenarios, and also try to use your brain and try to think of a way out, think of a way to solve a problem. If you feel more comfortable carrying weapons, then use a weapon. But the bottom line is to do something. Like, there's different ways to defend yourself. There's different ways to resolve problems. The bottom line is to do something. But everybody who's defending that guy, you're a creep and a weirdo just like him. Just because I can't show you everything that happened on video, that doesn't mean it didn't happen. I mean, some of you, I understand that a lot of people on social media struggle with comprehension. They think that if there's no proof of it on video that it didn't happen. I know some of you guys are a little bit delayed, and so you think like that. But to everybody who's been supportive, I appreciate all of you guys offering support, and I appreciate all the kind, encouraging words. And this isn't my first bad experience with a crazy person in New York, but this might be the first time I took the time to record it. So I've been here 12 years. I've had plenty of run-ins with homeless, mentally deranged people, as well as people that are not homeless and don't have substance abuse issues. They just have anger issues and mental health issues. And, there's a lot of like narcissistic, sociopathic, crazy, evil people that live in New York City. There's a whole lot of them. And I think they low-key hate people that are the opposite of them. I'm not trying to appeal to them, no, it's just an observation. So this weekend, I'll make another video introducing myself to people that are new to my channel and, explaining my social media journey. Again, thank you for all the kind, supportive words, and talk to you guys soon.